So yeah, just take a moment and then sit back and listen to the reviews. I mean, if you want to laugh, you can laugh. You wanna, some of the reviews are really, really, I mean, mind blowing, really. So just sit back and get a popcorn and enjoy. Hmm?
Wow.
Okay. Okay, let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it.
When the song came on, I was actually half expecting something else, and I was like, wow, wait, it's beautiful. I love the rhythm, the voice, I could relate to the prayer in the song, and I don't know if that was the guitar that was playing like salsa, making you want to move. I really love the song. Wow, it's very beautiful.
Okay, so you're saying that you were half expecting something.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That wasn't the song I was expecting. I wasn't the song I was expecting, so I thought you were playing something and you mistakenly played something else.
Really?
Until I heard your voice and I was like, wow.
Okay, is it because the song is like it's gospel?
God I Beg was a bit faster with the beat and like straight to the point.
Okay.
The song came soft. No, really, I love the song. To be honest, it's beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
Job.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I would have expected this, I would have expected this for your debut, right? But it's still great, right? Because God I Beg gives us that shock. People would not really know that you're capable of doing stuff like God I Beg. You know, it will come with a controversy of, is it gospel, is it not gospel? And it did that sufficiently, and it opened our mind to the next thing, and then this is the next thing. Now, to counter what I earlier said about releasing this first, this sits even better, sits well. It sits, it gives the people who are anticipating your music a sort of like fresh air, you understand? Because this shows range. This shows that you have range as an artist, and there is nothing that makes an artist closer to a legendary status than range. Yeah, so you do that sufficiently, and then there is a magnanimity of melody. Melody sustains, and your producer is amazing because the bass line is powerful, you understand? And then the lead does its thing sufficiently, and then I would have been worried about the space, but the hum, there is a time I felt space, the space would have given me time to meditate, since this is a solemn art. It would have given me time to meditate, but I am deep in it musically, that I want now my spirit is there with the song, and then I also want the musicality to carry me too, and then the humming, you hummed, right? The humming takes me, so this is a journey, right? It is paternoster, it is prayer, it is a reminder that God is faithful, and the lyricism just blends in with the whole musical technicality, and this is a complete gospel song. It is not, you're not shouting, you're not doing so much, you're not doing so little, you're just balanced. And I think in a market filled with people who need to be more grateful and thankful for life, in a market filled with people who are facing a whole lot, I think that's what your artistry is all about. As an A&R, I am listening to this as art and as, a spiritual piece, something that is sending a message to the heart, to the soul, to heal. a prayer of thanksgiving, and it does the job on both sides perfectly.
Okay, that's about the most profound, the most profound review I've heard. Thank you. You got the idea. It seems like you were there when I was doing it, because it's paternoster. Our Father, actually.
Yes.
If you listen to the lyrics itself, I
clear.
first wrote it as though I wanted it to be my own paternoster kind of song, but then I missed it somewhere, and then I realized, well, it wasn't supposed to be that. So
that is how art is. When you're creating art, you have to understand your process, and the things art must not be perfect, right? But perfection comes out of that thing you consider error. What if your intuition is leading you somewhere and you're dragging with it, right? So your intuition has taken you to this place. I wouldn't say it's an error, because you would have set out to do something different, but that is how creativity works. And if you're creative, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Your intuition now takes you, your creative intuition now takes you to this place. And this is perfect, because this will not now sound like an imitation, right? So you got an idea from our Father. A whole lot of persons have made arrays of versions of our Father. The really most profound before now that I've heard was Father Patrick. Father Patrick did our Father that was very popular around this region, but this doesn't look like our Father. It doesn't look. I only could relate with the pattern noster effect of it, because we share the same roots, you understand? And we share the same thing. We used to go to church together, we used to do creative stuff together. You even corrected my poetry a whole lot of times and stuff. But I could resonate with it because of that fact, But away from that, it doesn't look like our Father song, like you're trying to imitate. Imitation is allowed in art, but it doesn't even look like you're trying to imitate. If you allow me, give my opinion about it, my personal opinion now, it looks like, an inspiration. The inspiration came from our Father, and you extended it. Now, the difficult part of taking something and expanding its creative scope is that when you're taking something from somewhere, you already have a notion of how that thing should look like. Breaking it down creatively and expanding it takes a whole lot of work, because you now have to beat the conflict of trying to make it to look like that original one and making it your thing. So I think you did really great, because you beat through that conflict of sounding like a whole lot of other people that have done this stuff and then sound original. I think you do it in an original way, so seamlessly that if I did not have the sentiments of paternoster, I wouldn't even say. Their Father is very pronounced, but away from that, away from the chorus, the verses, the first verse, even takes us to a place of solemn thanksgiving. Like, now God they give us this, now God they give us food. So take your mind back to, I mentioned that we've shared like a synergized past, right? So take your mind back to all that time in UNIO. We used to go out of, maybe when you finish lectures, I leave my lecture class and meet you at your lecture class, and we go out, and then sometimes we could just be with 200 naira. There was a time Draz used to have like 200 naira, and then we buy Pepsi and bread, and that was okay. That is the Lord's doing. The effect of contentment, right? That you could eat for 200 naira, for example, and then feel, it's a feeling, it's not that your belly is full, you understand? That feeling that, thank God for even giving me something to eat, is a whole lot, you understand? And it can influence, a knowledge about Thanksgiving in the Christian community. And I think that's what we're lacking in that space, the knowledge about Thanksgiving. We always ask for so much, and we forget to tell God thank you.
For the little things. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Alright.
Pleasure.
Well done. I not like
part, but it was that the bass guitar was hearing on the instrument. Use the bass guitar.
Yeah, bass guitar. You heard something.
Yeah, I really like the bass guitar part, and I like the song. Yeah, it's my kind of song. I don't like always shouting. It feels intimate. It was giving it a like kind of a love song kind of vibe, and I like the fact that I was told the first person who ever loved us, our Father in heaven. I love the song. After the first after you sang, I really like the intro.
Okay.
It was really giving. So overall, I love the song. I like this. I don't know. I didn't like. If we're asked to choose between this
And God, I beg.
I'll choose this every time. So this is 10 over 10 over 15. So how do the kids say this?
Really?
4
You
plus
would-
4.
You would choose
8.
this over
I'll
God, I
choose this
beg.
one. I like this.
Why?
I love this. It's just my kind of vibe. I don't like all the God I beg. No, please. Give me love songs to our creed or give me chill vibes.
Okay.
I really like what I don't know whether you played it live or the instrument part.
Yeah. It's like the
It's-
bass guitar, the
bass
lead guitar.
yeah.
Well, see, I think it's the bass guitar that stood out for you.
Yes,
It's the
really-
deeper one,
Yes,
right?
yes. It really resonates with me. I really like it. I don't know why, but
Okay, can you play?
it did nice things to my brain. No, I cannot play any instrument, but I like to play guitar part.
Okay.
Well done, Nas.
Okay.
We are going places, so please remember also give us backstage passes. So
If you're watching this, then you know that there is a download button at the either in the comment section or somewhere on the screen right now, or you're gonna see links to download the song. By download, I mean buy. You can actually buy the song. Think of it as your way to support me and the people with me on this journey. You can buy the song for just $1, whether you're in Nigeria or you're outside Nigeria. This is if you're thinking of how can I support this guy, it's $1. You can buy the song, own it in your phone and all of that. The money gets straight to me, yeah, and my people, and that's just it. All right, so you can download, you can buy it. I prefer that one. You know what I go? Or you can stream it, okay? Stream it, binge play it, and all of that. I've had beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reviews. I mean, feedback, they cry. People telling me that they played the song on repeat. I mean, the other day I walked into someone's shop and then the lady was playing the song on repeat, and she told me it had been on repeat since morning. I was like, oh my God. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And I'm so grateful to God for this movement because I think it's a movement. Yeah. If you listen to my songs, the God I Beg and then the Daily Bread, there is a common denominator between the two, and it is the fact that there are elements of prayer and supplication in there, and it's intentional. It's absolutely intentional. There's no way you're going to listen to my songs and then you're not going to end up praying to God. And as you listen to this, I pray that God will provide your daily bread in any way possible. Thank you very much for your support. Bye.